Hey everyone, I'm Dylan. This is Dylan's DIY Workshop, and today we're going to be discussing whether it's safe to wood burn inside. Maybe some of you have seen my how to wood burn video where I teach you guys how to wood burn. I think it's titled like How to Wood Burn for Beginners, the Basics, or something like that. Anyways, so the reason you guys clicked on this video was to find out whether it's safe to wood burn indoors. And the answer to that quickly is maybe. Now, what kind of answer is that, Dylan? I know, it's terrible. If you're just using one of these, you're wood burning, or you're using a more advanced system like the razor tip, perfectly fine to wood burn inside. As long as you're using a raw wood that's not treated. It can't be treated, it can't be stained, it can't be painted. As long as it's a raw wood, like say cherry, oak, maple, sometimes walnut, those are all safe woods to burn, as well as pine. That's perfectly fine. You don't really need to sit near a window to do this either, unless you're working with pine or you're working on something big, because then you can start to smell it. But as long as the smell doesn't bother you, you don't really need to open a window or anything. Other than that, fumes aren't really a problem. You shouldn't need to wear a respirator as long as you got the heat settings right. You don't want it too hot because you don't want smoke billowing around. But instance where it wouldn't be safe to wood burn inside is, say you had some stained wood. You should not be burning that. If you just don't. Just stay away from that. Find another piece of wood. It's just not safe. If you have pressure treated wood, that's a no-go. Same with painted wood. Don't do it. Lastly, you have like your exotic woods like Purple Heart or Padauk, things like that just they got a lot of different funky things going on with them. Just don't burn those. Now, if you have to burn those, like to get it on something that needs to be burned, like I've done that in the past where I've actually like had to burn Purple Heart. Do that outside if possible. Just wait for a nice day, go outside, or make sure it's properly ventilated, and make sure you wear a respirator and some goggles, because you really don't want to be breathing that in, and you definitely don't want to get it in your eyes. So all of that in mind, the answer to is it safe to wood burn inside is a maybe. For the most part, yeah, it's perfectly fine. And as long as you're doing it with something that's just a normal wood, like something native, say like pine, cherry, walnut, sometimes maple, oak, like those woods are fine. Just stay away from the exotic woods, and nothing painted, nothing treated, nothing stained, and you should be perfectly fine. Thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a comment down below letting me know whether this video has been helpful or not, and any other questions you have, feel free to ask those down below too, because I'll answer those as quickly as possible, as soon as I get the notification, of course, for as long as this video is up. So, thank you. I'm just going to keep doing this until the end card's done. Alright guys?